favorite. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Able to power through, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Cowboys at 10-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Yates just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this Packers defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Stroud's a throw completed to Hyatt. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Anthony. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Noah Sewell there to make that play defensively. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Richardson to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Richardson back to throw it. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 2nd down and 6 now.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. What he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Anthony Richardson and the offense back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Roll, check, Panther, reload.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go.
Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Anthony. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with an amazing diving catch. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready?
On first down, and now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Richardson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. First and 10, it's Richardson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Richardson. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Packers get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. Stroud sets up the play action. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stroud now on first and 10. Rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Sliding out of the pocket. He has it complete to Hyatt. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. 17-9 was the final. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Brock Purdy has thrown a touchdown pass. These two teams going through their final adjustments it's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Packers 14.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready, set. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Check that. Let go.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Richardson now on 2nd down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Richardson will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stroud to throw it. Hyatt has got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
21 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
On first down, Anthony. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
First down, Cowboys.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll take it inside the 25. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Liking 18.
Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Stroud off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDaniel. And he's brought down.
16 more on that one and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Yeah, Richardson yet again.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Stroud completes this out wide.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Up the middle they go. It's Yates. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing now is Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Come on, come on.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Richardson.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Let's go.
Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Back to the air with Richardson.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
Still going.
And still fighting.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Play action. Now Richardson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Touchdown, Packers! From 10 yards out.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Cowboys 48, Packers 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 1st down, Richardson.
And this is Simpson with a catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Richardson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Simpson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, it's Richardson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Into space at the 45. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. And I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing.
Let's go now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile...